the first time I ever played Tekken was Tekken 3, and I was a law player. You know, I was a freaking scrub. I played law, you know, and I played Huari, you know. So that's like, it shows shows like how stupid I was. It was Tekken 3, and it's so funny because the only reason I knew what Tekken was I got, when I was a kid, I grew up, I don't want to say like I grew up super poor or like, you know, like poverty and stuff, but like I didn't come from like the wealthiest family, and I didn't come from middle class, you know. So my dad, he used to take us to the swap meet, and we would get like movies for 50 cents. You know, VHS tapes, back in the day, VHS tapes, you know. So I remember going to the swap meet with my dad, and I saw a movie that was white. And if you look at the Tekken VHS tape, it's white. If you look at it, it's white, you see? It's a white movie. So I only wanted it just because it was white. I didn't even know what it was about, right? So I asked my dad, like, can I get this? And he was like, no, I don't know what it is. You know, it's just true. You know, it could be porn, you know? That's what he's thinking, right? I'm like, he's like, do you know what it is? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, well, then I won't buy it for you. So back in the day, Disney had VHS tape boxes, you know? The tape boxes, alright? Just look at these boxes, dude. They were fucking ridiculous. I didn't do that. I hit enter. You see? It's just like plastic, you know? So I grabbed one of those Disney movies, opened it, threw out the movie, put the Tekken movie in there, closed the box, and then I went to my dad and I told him, how about this one? And he was like, I don't even know, I think it was Dumbo or something. And he was that one, it was literally this one right here. This one. It was like, that one I'm down with. Then we went home, and my dad was like, because there was no Netflix back in the day, he was like, okay, watch your movie, I'm gonna go take a nap, right? Don't break anything, don't hurt yourself, don't do anything stupid. And then he put me in a high chair, and I remember he literally put me in the high chair just because he knew I couldn't get down from it. Parenting 101, you know? You know? So he took his nap, and then I was just watching the beginning of the movie, and I just remember it had Castlevania as one of the previews for the movie. It had Castlevania. It's one of the previews. And I got spooked because I was like 5 or something, you know? I got spooked. So I didn't want to watch the movie anymore. But then luckily, my mom comes in, and then my eldest sister is there watching it with me, you know? It was like something like this. Like, it looks creepy, you know? And my older sister's there watching, now my 2 older sisters are there watching it with me. And then my mom's like, I'm trying to watch something else, you know? So she turned off the TV. She said, you guys can watch the movie later at night. So that's what we did. We ended up watching the Tekken movie really late at night. And it was the first time I ever saw anime TV, alright? This is literally true, alright? And I don't know, I think it's Anna comes Anna comes out naked in that movie. You know? And then I thought it was really cool, not because of the anime titties, but because Kazuya punches he punches a dinosaur in the fucking eye, you know, and then he rips another one open, you know? So I was like, dude, this is fucking dope. This is way better than any Power Ranger episode I've ever seen, you know? It was like the only thing I could compare it to, yeah? And then then like 3 years later, again at the swamp meet, but at this point I'm like a little bit older, probably like 8 years old, around there. I find a Tekken 3 movie, but it's in a disc now. It's in a disc. Disc form. And I got home and my sisters thought it would be a DVD because the first movie was a movie, or the first Tekken thing that we saw was a movie. And it wasn't. I told her it's a PlayStation game. Why would it have a PlayStation sign on it if it's not a PlayStation game? You put in the PlayStation game and it worked. And then later we found out that if you wanted to have all the characters in the game, like you could unlock characters through the arcade mode, which was really sick. But the problem was we didn't own a memory card. So we couldn't keep any of the characters that we unlocked. So it was pretty upsetting, but later in life we did end up getting a memory card, so don't worry. And that's why in my music, in my playlist for my, you know, I have mainly Tekken 3 songs. I don't, because they're like, they hit home and they're like super good too. I think Tekken 3 probably had the best music in the game of any Tekken. It's the intro song of Heihachi, Lei, Julia. I never played Tag 1, honestly. Never played Tag 1. You know, Julia's is great. I love Brian's. Nina's isn't bad. It was just such a good game, that one. But that's my introduction to Tekken. Was just literally off some stupid shit. Just me tricking my dad into buying a movie that was too graphic for a 5-year-old. That's literally all it is.